Hello, how are you all doing? Hello, 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 hello. How are you all doing? Just trying to fix the stream. How are you all doing? What's going on? I'll just get right into the topic of today. We are talking about men as usual. There's this particular video clip I saw sometime last month, and this clip was about a man saying how the appearance of your girlfriend matters as a man. You're being judged based on how your girlfriend is, whether she's pretty, how pretty she looks, and all that. Like you're being judged by your fellow men based on how your girlfriend looks, her appearance, and everything about her. And I think that's kind of normal in life. Hello, Tam, how you doing? That's kind of normal, especially in Nigeria. The way they treat someone that has a car is different from the way they treat someone that doesn't have a car, and the brand of car you drive means you're going to get more respect. You know what I mean? So I think it's normal. It's normal. But let me just say this here: dealing with a man, there's a whole lot to expect. Aside the fact that men are humans, we should also consider that men are different from women. They have the human factor. They also have the men factor or the man factor, how men behave and the expectations their colleagues, their fellow men have on them. So it makes dealing with men difficult for women. So imagine you being in a relationship with a man and you have this mindset of wanting to build, wanting to grow together. You're not really into, hiya, how are you doing? How are you doing? Good day. How are you doing, Venus? So imagine you getting into a relationship with a man and you have this mindset of just wanting to build with a man, be yourself, and grow together. But because this man has a pressure or has pressure coming from his colleagues, his fellow men, he will not put you under pressure. You have to look like a trophy. You have to dress a certain way. You have to act in a certain way. You have to look some certain type of way, which deep down, that's not really who you are. So it's important for you to understand men. If you really want to play this man game, you want to be in a relationship and probably have a long lasting one, always remember uh, cheating is something you can't tell. You don't see it coming. It's hard to tell who might cheat on you, who might not cheat on you. It's really hard to tell. So I always say you should know what to do should that happen. Life itself is a risk. So let me just don't talk too much. Let's start off with the video. Hold on. I don't think I came ready again today. Sorry, that is not supposed to come up. I don't know what's happening. I don't think I came ready again today. What's wrong with me? Okay, I think it's been fixed. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, this is what I was expecting to see. I don't know where that came from.
Other men if they know that you're a guy that brings around a nice atmosphere
Hold on.
when your lady's unattractive.
They treat you different?
They treat you, yeah, they
They treat
judge
the
you. They
man different?
they judge you based off your lady. Absolutely.
What you mean?
She's a reflection of you.
Okay.
So if you have an unattractive woman and you say you're in a business setting, right? You bring her around, they're gonna look at you like you don't make good decisions.
Wait. You're saying if you're in a business meeting and your woman comes in and she's unattractive, they think you don't make good. What if she's smart?
Men
She's
don't do a lot of business with men who are like, who that's your thing. Like you have four, fives, and sixes around. You can get a lot more opportunities as a man from other men if they know that you're a guy that brings around a nice atmosphere when you're around. Like you, the guy that all the women like,
yeah.
he's gonna get some opportunities based off that.
Dang.
Believe it or not.
Dang.
Yeah. You know those guys in the NBA that sit on the bench? Why you think they still on the bench? They bring something to the table. It's just not what they want to put on the floor.
Dang.
Absolutely.
They just dang.
Quite interesting to know. So beauty is very important to men. Yeah. It's quite interesting to know. Anyways, what he said is not new to me because I think we have the evil men. They take this seriously. You can see an evil man in Nigeria that is not good looking. He's not doing his best when it comes to his outfit. But that man is all about his wife. He's willing to spend all the money on his wife. He wants the wife to look like a trophy. Because according to them, they believe that the wealth of a man is being judged. Like for you to tell if a man is wealthy, is how his wife looks. Their wife is always their trophy. They use their wives to show off. And they usually don't like their wives going to work. They just want to have them home and spend the money on them. It does sound good, but I don't think it's good. You don't want to be anyone's trophy. You have your own life. You're a human being. You are a human being. So you see, it's all about women when it comes to men. If you can get a 10, I don't believe in that, but you know, men, how they group women, how they grade women based on beauty. If you can get a 10, whatever a 10 means to them, it means you're a good decision maker. Like, does that even make sense? You're not thinking about the person's intellect. You're not thinking about the person's experience. You're more about their looks. How shallow can people be? A lot of men are shallow when it comes to women. It's all about your eyes. They're more focused on the male gaze, what is going to make them be in the mood, what's going to put them in the mood. It's all about attraction, beauty for them. So if you're a lady and you want to play the game with men, you have to always look good. Of course, we all know how it works. Talk about the sex workers, they always look good. The baddies always look good. High maintenance women always look good because that is what men are looking out for. They are willing to spend on you as long as you're looking good. And it's not just for their eyes alone. They also want you. They want to use you as a trophy to show off. If you've chosen to do that, that means your life might not be yours anymore. You'll be living your life to please the man. I know some people love it. They love the whole fashion game. They love the makeup game. They love looking good. But if that's not your thing, then it basically means you'll be living your life to please a man. If you're choosing to be with a man, you need to understand how men are, how they think, how men work. When I mean work, like being in a relationship with men, how that works, what that means. And you also have to understand that men expect you to make that relationship your life all about them. Majority of them. You have to make your life all about them. It's all about you wanting to please them. If you're not willing to play that ball, if you're not willing to do that, it will be difficult for you in that relationship. It will be so hard for you in that relationship. It's all about them. That's how they are. I don't know who made them so. Is it based on the society, or is that how they are originally? I can't tell, but that is how men are. That's the only time you might have peace with them. And that does not mean that that man is not going to, it doesn't mean that he will not cheat on you. You can do all that and he will still cheat on you if he's a cheat. So it's really difficult dealing with men. You still have good men out there. Don't get me wrong. They still have good ones out there, but they're hard to find. That's true. That's what I'm saying. Let me read what she said. Even the beautiful women get cheated on, so you're not safe anyway. That's what I'm saying. You need to understand men. They have the tendency of cheating. So if you have that at the back of your mind that this man can cheat on me, it's part of who they are. Not all of them, although they're trying to make us believe that men are polygamous in nature. So if your partner cheats on you, you have to accept it. I'm not for that school of thought. But you should also have at the back of your mind that they have that tendency as long as you're dealing with a man, he might cheat on you. And you don't have to stay. You have to leave. The moment he cheats on you, you have to leave. So when you know what to expect, you will not feel disappointed when that happens. You won't be surprised when they start manifesting. If you know that men lie a lot, some of them are cheats, most of them are cheats, then when you get into a relationship with them, you won't be expecting too much. Like, okay, if this happens, okay, yeah. But if you get into a relationship not having that knowledge, then it's going to be difficult for you when they cheat on you. So know who they are if you really want to deal with them. Like, if you want to be with a man, understand them, what they are capable of doing, the negative part of them. Because some of them, they will never disappoint you. And some of them have wandering eyes. We talk about all these things on this channel, not with intention to scare people, to paint men bad, paint them black, to hate men. No. We talk about it for women to have a better understanding of who men are, how they operate. My intention is not to tell women to stay away from men. There are some women that no matter what you say to them, they love men. They can't do without men. A lot of women, yeah, they can't do without men. So understanding how men are is very important. Talking about them will make you understand them better. Watching women's experience, hearing them talk about their negative experience, both the positive ones, will make you understand how men are. If you're with a man and that man is not proud of you, it could be maybe you're not dressing the way he wants you to dress. You're not putting on the outfits he wants you to put on. And if he wants you to be a certain way, he should be willing to bring the money. Okay, this comment says the best course of action for us is to protect ourselves, to know our worth, love ourselves, and for some to remain celibate. Yeah, I get you, but the truth here is this: not every woman out there can stay without a man. Not every woman out there will want to stay without a man. But knowing your worth will tell you when to stay in a relationship and when to leave. And that's also part of the reason we are always talking about men here. So you would know what to take, what not to accept. I'm always against cheating partners. Cheating damages the soul, the mind. It destroys your spirit. It breaks you down. In some cases, it does affect your health. So I wouldn't recommend anyone staying back with a cheating partner. Okay, I would love to give an update on a story I spoke about a couple of days back. Two stories. The first one is on Linda Brown, the teacher that got missing. That we had her husband come online to talk about it. He went as far as reporting a CCTV footage he saw with his brother. He found with his brother, and I also made mention that TikTokers were not buying the story. Most people on TikTok believed he was behind the reason why she's missing, or maybe probably he might have unalived her. Yesterday, there was an update. Let's have a look. I don't know if I'm going to hold on.
Family of Linda Brown is now confirming she has been found dead. Let's go to Leslie Moreno to get the latest on this case. Leslie?
Hey guys, good evening. Yeah, certainly not the outcome we were hoping for. Family says Linda's body was recovered from the water not too long ago. Let's give you a closer look at the scene here. This is on 31st and Harbor, where you can see crews have been stationed out here for a few hours right now. Part of that area there has been closed off, and crews are focusing on that docking area there. A lot of police activity right now. 53-year-old Linda Brown was reported missing on January 3rd. Police say she was last seen in her Bronzeville neighborhood. Volunteers and family members spent all weekend canvassing the lakefront along 31st Street Beach in Burnham Park after surveillance footage showed Linda walking towards a pedestrian bridge over the expressway shortly before disappearing, which is not too far from where crews are right now. Linda was a special education teacher at Healy Elementary. She was, according to family, on a mental health leave prior to her disappearance. Again, certainly not the outcome we were hoping for. We are in close contact with Linda's family. Our thoughts and our prayers are, of course, with all of Linda's family and friends and everyone who knew her. We'll toss it back to you guys, and we'll have an update for you coming up tonight at 5.
All right, thanks for that.
Yeah, that's the update. She actually took her life. And going to the comment section, I came across some comments. They were talking about how teachers are really burning out. This is not the first case. They've had numerous cases where teachers are taking their lives because of the stress and frustration. Work is tedious and all of that. It's really a sad update. I wasn't expecting such update. It's really sad. My heart goes out to her family members and her husband. I have a second update on the lady that came out to talk about her best friend. According to her, she said her friend decided to end their relationship over a man. She never told us the friend she was talking about was married to the man. When she told the story, it sounded as though the friend was just dating the man. They just met. But it's beyond that. The friend is actually married to the man. I remember seeing a comment on my comment section where someone pointed out it's possible she was jealous of the friend, or she's jealous of the friend. And I was like, yeah, that's a different angle. I wasn't focused on that. I was just focused on similar stories we've seen in the past where friends are worried because they think um the people they're or the men their friends are with are doing the bare minimum. So I focused more on the bare minimum aspect, because some men are good at doing bare minimum. So the friend came out to debunk some things she said, and from what she said, seems like she was kind of saying the friend is jealous. Let's have a look at the video.
You didn't get cut off.
The friend who cut her off responded.
So since y'all keep sending me the video and since I'm blocked, let's just talk about
Oh,
it.
she blocked you.
First and foremost, the fact that you started your video talking about my friend of 4 years cut me off over a man and didn't actually explain what the dynamic of the relationship was, I'm going to do that for you. You didn't get cut off over a man. You got cut off over my man,
Yep.
my husband, the person that's the most important to me. You live a life where you live in la la land. You A, don't have a man. B, don't have somebody, have never had anybody that does for you what my husband does for me. You are a pocket watcher. You clock everything that is done in a manner in which you wouldn't accept it, but nobody's even doing for you what my man does for me.
Whoa.
You're upset, wholeheartedly upset, more upset than me that I got jewelry, dinner, and flowers, the thing that I requested, the thing that I enjoy,
Called
because
it.
baby, I'm a mother and a wife and I work full time. I be tired. I don't want to do a whole lot of stuff all the time. And it's not out of the norm, having been married all of these years, for my husband for our anniversary to take me to dinner, get me flowers, and get me a gift. That's enough. It's not low effort. It's not bare minimum.
The friend who cut her off.
Okay, so this is what the friend has to say. I don't know if the people watching know exactly the video I'm making reference to. I wish I could play the video here, but I don't think I have it readily available. A friend of hers made a video saying that she cut her off because of a man. While she was telling her story, she never told us the man was her husband. Like I said, she made it seem as though it was just someone she was, a random guy she was dating. I remember saying in that video that it could be this lady could be the Netflix and chill kind of a person. She doesn't like doing too much. And I also spoke about the possibilities of her being the one asking for what the man is doing. Like, because she was like, oh, the man always gives her the same thing all the time whenever they have any kind of celebration. But when it comes to his birthday, he goes out there. She was emphasizing on how rich the man is, and she also went ahead to talk about the man being into real estate. When she was into real estate, she sold him properties, he stored property and others, so she knew his financial capability. So she felt like the man wasn't doing so much for her, for the friend. Well, listening to what the friend said, it seems like someone is wishing to have what she has. Yeah, it seems like she's wishing to have what the friend has. Such friends are dangerous people to have around. It's either they take what you have or they destroy what you have. So if you have a friend that is telling you that, oh, what this person is doing is not right, when you know that that's what you asked for and the person is doing what you want, and your friend that is telling you what to do, and the friend that is telling you that what your person is doing is not right, has no one doing anything for him, even for her, even the littlest thing, you might want to really look into that, because sometimes someone can be jealous of you, and they'll be advising you to leave what they want to get from you. If you're not smart, you might not see it. They'll be the ones pointing out the negatives in what you have in the person you're dating, not because they truly care, but because they want you to leave so they can take over, or they want you to leave and be in the same position as they are in. What I'm saying does not apply to good friends that genuinely care about you and they want your well being. There are some friends out there that don't want you happy and they want what you want. So I guess that might be the case here. Listening to what the friend said, what the person she was talking about said, I guess that might be the case here. I guess the friend might be jealous of her. The fact that she never mentioned that the person she was making reference to was her husband, her friend's husband, and they've been married for years. The story was told as though it was just a random guy. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's move on to Africa. Or let's move over to Africa. Let's have a look at these videos. When I say let's move over to Africa, I'm talking about let's move over to content coming from Africa. Hold on.
It's pure disrespect to your husband. Ask elders, they'll tell you. Marriage is hard work, and if you're using a worship.
Sorry about it. Sorry, I don't want to log in. Just oh God, sorry about that. Let's start off with this one that is ready.
I cannot marry a lady that earns more than me. Reasons are, I will give only two reasons. Number one, that lady, honestly speaking, will not have respect for me because to be realistic, I'm a realist. I I cannot marry a lady that earns more than me. Reasons are.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on. So he was being asked and that earns more than him, and this is what he's trying to say.
I will give only two reasons. Number one, that lady, honestly speaking, will not have respect for me because she will be the one providing majorly for the family, bringing the family. Assuming now, for instance, she earns like 1 million monthly, and maybe my salary is 100,000. Oh, come on! And the children will always give her more respect. She will not give that many. Honestly, it's not advisable, and I will personally not marry a lady that earns more than me.
Okay, so you've already married her, and God blesses her with a better job that pays higher than yours. What would you do?
Okay, what I would do is this. I will simply ask her, honey, please. Yes, let's have future for these children. Let's open account for these children. Since you earn more than me, can we be making savings? Can we be saving this money to this particular account? Yes. Why? In fact, because the kids, the children are our priorities. So I will tell her, please, when your salary comes, that is if she'll be submissive, because submissive or submission is of paramount here. She has to be submissive to you. According to what the Bible says, you are the head and she's the tail or the neck. She supports you. So she has to, when her salary comes, she must come to you, say, honey, look at my salary. Please, what do you do about it? Yes, you are the one now give suggestion. She can say, okay, can we share it? Put this in the bank for the future of the children. Now, why we use this for the family upkeep and other things?
Okay, she will need to submit the money to you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So what he said is how a lot of men in Nigeria think. Yeah, that's the reason. They don't want a woman to do better than them. They don't want a woman to earn more than them. And if you're earning more than them, they expect you to submit your salary to them. Whether you're earning more than them or not, they expect you to submit your salary to them. They expect you, if you're buying a property, you have to buy the property in their name. I'm not joking. This is it. This is what they expect you to do. If you don't do that and they take you to your family or the elders would also advise you to do the same. That it's a shameful thing as a woman to own a property. The property has to be in your husband's name. The property you're buying with your own money has to be in your husband's name. Crazy, right? Like he said, the woman is the tail and the man is the head. So whether the man has money or not, you have to submit. It's not about money. It's not about money. It's more about the mindset. You will see a man that is broke, he has no money, and the woman is feeding him. That same man is refusing to be useful in the house. He would expect you to work, come home, cook, and feed him. It's the mindset. And they think that's the way to go. They expect you to labor. Some men love women suffering. Some would even speak against you using a washing machine to do laundry. They want you to wash their clothes with your hands. What they wouldn't do for you. They love seeing women suffer. A lot of them have this master slave mindset. They have to be the ones to punish you, to make you do the most, to suffer, to cry, and all that. Let me bring up this particular video. I don't know this clip. I don't know why I wasn't getting it. Hold on.
Clothes with the machine. It's pure disrespect to your husband. Ask Ellen to work hard for your husband.
Okay, let me take that again. It's hard to add Instagram to this stuff.
Your husband's clothes with the machine. It's pure disrespect.
So she's basically saying, okay, let me read it. I know times have changed, but you can't wash your husband's clothes with a machine. It's pure disrespect to your husband. Ask elders, they will tell you.
Disrespect to your husband. Ask elders, they'll tell you. Marriage is hard work, and if you're using a washing machine, it means you don't want to work hard for your husband. This has got to be a joke, Abby. Like this guy, whatever his name is, he's joking, because I don't want to believe that there's a human being in this day and age that is reasoning like this. Because what is this? Hey, Chibo. So Some people actually believe that a woman is supposed to slave, like physical slavery, for her husband. It's so unfortunate. Guys, marriage is hard work. I'm not all the time. But it's not the type of hard work that enslaves. It's not the type of hard work that makes a person less than a person. Like, why would a woman have to physically slave away when there is a better, easier way to get things done? See, guys, work hard in your marriage, but work hard emotionally, character-wise, spiritually, and all those other allies. It does not necessarily have to be physically. Babes, find ways to make your life and your work in the home easier. If you have to pay for it yourself, pay for it, but make your life easier because you deserve it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Me for real. Me for real. Or M sorry. M for real. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's true. Dealing with men brings a lot of complications. That's true. That's true. Also, you might end up with health issues if you keep suppressing your emotions. That's true. What he just said, yeah, it's not strange. It's not strange. I bet you if I went through the comment section where she got that comment, you would see worse comments coming from men. They see marriage as service, woman coming to serve them. She has to slave. The more you suffer, the more they believe you love them. You have to suffer for them to believe you love them. They don't want you to have easy life. It's worse in Africa. I believe it's same everywhere, but it's worse in Africa. African men take it so personal, especially Nigerian men. They like it when you're suffering for them. And this is very common amongst men that don't have a lot of money. Men that are struggling to survive. Very common amongst them. Marriage is not slavery, please. Yeah, marriage requires work. Not that type of work. The work we're talking about is you being intentional. Intentionality. You don't think about yourself alone when you're with someone. You think about what the action you're about to take is going to be to the person. The effect of whatever action you're taking is going to be on the person, the next person, the person you're with. It's brain work. You have to think, you have to be considerate. That's the work we're talking about. We're not talking about physical labor, emotional labor. No. This is for healthy relationship. But if you find yourself in a relationship that is not healthy, it's hard work in all ramification, both physically, spiritually, emotionally. It's hard work because the fact that you're with someone that is not reasonable, someone that is not responsible, automatically means that you'll be left to shoulder the burden alone. And that's too much work. Way too much work. You're not a slave to anyone. It's not master slave relationship. So many men in Africa believe that paying bride price means they bought you. How can you buy a human, a full-fledged human being with that peanut? No one can be bought with money. I know people do their stuff, but you get what I'm trying to say. And some men in families believe whatever a woman is experiencing in her marriage, it's okay. Her husband has to deal with it. It's her husband's responsibility to treat her however way he wants to. This explains why when some women cry back to their family, come back home for help, They complain about how wicked the man is, the man they're married to is. The men in their families don't see that. Rather, they would encourage her to go back. He's her husband. Go and make peace. How can you make peace with someone that is beating you up, someone that is maltreating you, someone that doesn't see you as a human being? The other day, I saw a video clip. Yeah, it was making rounds on Nigerian TikTok. It was about a lady. She was supposed to get married that morning, but she ran away. She went to a different state while her husband was on TikTok looking for her, the missing bride. It was so funny. She made a video saying that the marriage is not for her. She was dating this guy and the guy was beating her up. She complained to her mom, her family. They said she should forgive him because they were more focused on her getting married. They kept asking her, when is she going to bring a man home? So they were encouraging her to forgive the man because they just want her to be married. She said no problems. She forgave the man, got back into the relationship. He came to marry her. He did all the marriage rites. She said definitely they would see. Because to her, she was like, the family wanted her to, the family wants the marriage, the man wants to get married. So she just match made the both of them, the family and the husband. That was her reasoning, that was her explanation. She said the family wants the marriage, the husband to be, or the man wants to get married. So it makes sense for me to bring the both parties together. That was what she did. On her wedding day, she ran away and they were looking for her. She said she cannot get married to that man. Since the family refused to listen, it's not going to be for her. The pressure that family members mount on women in Africa is real. True, you're right. The pressure is real. If you don't get married, it's a problem. You get married and you're suffering, it's no longer your family member's problem. All the most they can do is listen and then they'll tell you to go back. What will people say? Some mothers go as far as saying, I don't want to be a child to a divorcee. You want to bring shame to our family. Don't do that. We see young girls getting married so early. They have no business getting married. Some family use marriage as a way of escaping poverty. Young girls that are supposed to be in school, they are shipping them out to men that not even financially stable to even feed themselves, like themselves alone, one person. The parents don't want to be responsible for the growing child. At the same time, they are hoping that the husband will assist them financially, however way. It's very much unfair. Some women use their daughters as as a poverty escape. If I marry her out to this man that has little money, my financial struggles might be over. They don't care about how you feel as someone, as a human. Let's watch this video. This lady came online crying that she regrets getting married early. Let's see her full story. Don't get me wrong, it's not about getting married early. It's about the person getting married and the person you're getting married to. So it's advisable for you to know what you're doing, have money, your own money, before doing that. Because men are wicked. Not all men, but so many men are wicked. We've spoken about stay at home moms and their struggles and how. Hold on, hold on. Why am I switching this? What's wrong?
And I regret marrying. Like, I regret with everything in me. I regret marrying. Marriage is the worst thing that has ever happened to me, and I regret marrying. Like, I regret with everything in me. I regret marrying. I wasted my youthful age, I wasted my school age to get married to someone whom I thought loved me, not know it was all camouflage. My parents were against it at the beginning because I was in the university right then. My parents were against it, but I said no, I will get married. And then I forced myself to get pregnant because I know when I got pregnant, there is nothing they can do. I got pregnant and they allowed the man to marry me, and today here I am. Nothing is going on for me. Everything is stagnant. The man I thought loved me has become my worst nightmare. Nothing is going. The only joy I found is my son that I have with him. This son gave me joy, so much joy. But whenever the father comes home, I start to cry. He has been cheating. He doesn't take care of the house. He has been doing all sorts of negativity. Mention it. It doesn't give me pain. For the past 3 months, I have never spoken to my husband. No base of it. And the worst part is that even when I completed university, he asked me not to work because he would take care of me. So even if I had to buy sanitary pad, I had to go to my husband. And that is how he is just using me. He will bring women home to our matrimonial bed, do whatever he wants to do and go. With my child and I in the house, he doesn't even care. Even if you don't care about me, even if you don't respect me, what about your child? This man doesn't care about any of us. He just bring the children, the women home and do whatever he wants to do. Ask me to come and clean the bed because if I don't do it, he will not give me money to eat. He will not take care of my child. And I am not working. Now, I am regretting every bit. I need a job. I want to leave this man, but first I need a job that will pay me. My son is in school now. Please, if any of you have a job for me, just link up. Always remember, these are not my stories. Those of you who take it personal, please, they are not my.
Okay. So she was telling someone else's story, and I think we have there was a popular story that went viral. It was a story that went viral, similar story, and I think the story, this is Bimbo's story. Yeah. So this woman was from a middle class family, a young girl, not a woman, a young girl. So she met this guy from a struggling family. I don't know what happened to her. She left school. She didn't want to go to school anymore. She was in secondary school, high school. She was only always going to the boys' place. Her parents warned her. She refused. She sacrificed her education for the boy. Did everything to make that guy succeed. She stole from her parents for the guy. In order to make her parents accept their marriage, she got pregnant. Yeah, she was young, less than 18 years, doing all these things. She got pregnant, and the parents forcefully accepted them to be together. That wasn't what they wanted. When she was pregnant, she was suffering. Her mother had to give up her car for the daughter to use because she just could not stand seeing the daughter in that stage, in that condition. Years passed. The husband became wealthy. I heard they went diabolical. The woman was also into fetish things for the guy. She would carry sacrifices. She would go to native doctors and all that, just because she wants that man to be wealthy, to become successful. Eventually, he became very wealthy. He had the biggest car stand in Lagos. This is a very popular story. IVD and Bimbo. A very popular story. When he became wealthy, he started cheating on her. She had 5 children for him. All her siblings are graduates. They have things going for them, well to do siblings, but she was struggling. She sacrificed everything for a man. He was cheating on her with so many people, different people. She got into drugs. What happened? How did this story come online? No, they always had a story online. They always had a story online because he was always cheating. So this particular day, she set herself on fire. He stood there, watched her die. Out of frustration, she poured gasoline on herself and set herself on fire. He did not rescue her. He watched her burn. She was rushed to the hospital by neighbors. She didn't make it. After she died, he has moved on with another popular person in Nigeria, Blessing CEO. She's dead and gone a couple of years back. This man is living his life with a new woman. So, like I have someone that usually says this: men are not running away. Marriage is not running away. Do for yourself. Put yourself first. Think about your future. You are sure of yourself. You're not sure of the next person. People disappoint people. People betray people. Invest in yourself. That money you're using to invest in that man, invest in yourself. Why must he be the one to be successful to help the family? Why can't you be the one successful to help him? So invest that money, that time on yourself, not on him. Because you're not sure. You can't tell. People change. People change. People change. I know sometimes people get married to men that are well to do because of their the money they have. The recent story making rounds on social media in the Nigerian space is Ned Nwoko and Regina Daniel. According to their story, it said Regina Daniel, when she was 17 or 18, one of it, I think she was underage, she said she wanted to marry a man that was 50 something years old. The mother said no, she insisted. Why would you want to marry a man that already has 5 wives? Things are happening in this world, honestly. Things are happening. They got married. I don't think that marriage is up to 7 years. She said she doesn't want to be married anymore because he introduced her to substance and she needs to be high before she can sleep with a man that is, the man is older than her father, older than her mother, older than her entire family. Yeah. She has to take substance to be high to sleep with the man because she cannot sleep with that man with clear eyes. So from the story out there, it said he introduced her to it. Now he's out there calling her an addict, wanting to destroy her and her family because she said she doesn't want to do it again. He was also beating her. He used to beat her. He stopped her from acting. Very big celebrity. You know those popular childhood and child celebrity. Yeah, that of course they will not remain children forever. Yeah, very popular one. People love her. She wasn't acting anymore because of, I guess, insecurity or something. I don't know. He couldn't stand her being around other people, other men, and all that. Things are really happening. I remember when she decided to marry that man, people were like, what's going on? Is it that she doesn't have family members? Why would you marry a man that age and he's got 4 other wives or 5? I don't know. That you're going to be the 6th wife? Things are really happening. Things are really happening. Just have to be careful. Men are ruining women. Men are destroying women. And I think it's worse in Africa. I think it is worse in Africa. Okay, let's have a look at these videos. This is not coming from Africa. The other videos are coming from other parts of the world.
30 years without being somebody baby mama, but then you met this dude at the studio. Put a finger down if you went 30 years without being somebody baby mama, but then you met this dude at the studio who said he was single, ready for a relationship. You told him you was much older than him and you're not really into games. And he said he not either. He been through a whole lot, so you give him a chance. Y'all do what y'all do when y'all do, and then he get you pregnant on purpose 4 months later, only for him to say he don't know if he ready for kids, and he don't even know if he can have kids because the doctor told him since he got shot in his balls he can't have kids. And so he ghosts you your whole pregnancy. You don't talk to him, you don't see him, but sometime in your pregnancy, months later, you talk to his mom because you found her on Instagram, and she told you that he actually got back with his ex-girlfriend from high school, and she's also pregnant, but she's due a few months after you, meaning he got her pregnant after he already knew you was pregnant. And then, yeah, you don't talk to him and see him your whole pregnancy. You even go on to deliver the baby without him or nobody else there, and the baby is now here. And it's a beautiful baby boy. And yeah, you taking care of him, living life, and yeah.
Some men are crazy.
To make a relationship work so badly. Hi, I'm Brittany and I'm 29, and I've completely ruined my life because I wanted to make a relationship work so badly that I didn't listen to anybody around me, and I pushed people away, and I made poor decisions, and the list can go on and on. I was really selfish, and I was just worried about my own happiness, and I thought that that's what I wanted. My life has gotten flipped upside down within 24 hours once again. He has ruined my life, taken my friends from me, kicked me out, told... I hate 2026 already. I hate it.
So sad. The other lady said she was 30, or she's 30 or 31. This one is 29. God. Just have to be careful. Imagine the man getting two women pregnant almost the same time and refusing to be there for them, refusing to be responsible. Ladies, we have to be serious with life. We have to know our worth, have our standards. Some men are just roaming around like the devil, looking for who to devour, a woman to devour. Honestly, they have no job, nothing going on for them in life. They are just roaming around looking for a woman to destroy. And men that commonly do things like this are those men that think they are good looking, they are fine. Women easily fall for fine men. Once a man is fine, is handsome, is good looking, some women don't care whether he's broke or not. They don't want to know. They're willing to spend their money on them just because this man is good looking. Some women are like that. Just because the man is good looking, they are willing to lower their standards, break the walls of their boundaries to accommodate the man. Fineness, handsomeness does not put money in the pocket. You cannot use that, and you cannot hold on to that and forget that relationship is not built on that. Because if you decide to choose a man based on how he looks alone, huh, you might regret it. You might end up regretting it. A lot of fine looking men are players. A lot of them are players. I feel sad for these women. The last woman, I think she already left the man. She already did because I went through her TikTok page and I looked for some follow up videos. She already left the man. She's trying to start her life afresh. Then for the one with the baby, I hope she has money to take care of herself and the child. I always say, don't get pregnant if you know you cannot single handedly take care of that child alone. You can't do it by yourself. Don't get pregnant with the hopes of having the man that got you pregnant to take care of the child. What if he does not come true? What's going to happen? I know I've seen some women argue in the comment section on TikTok saying that there's no way a man can trap a woman with pregnancy. It's not possible. I've also covered this topic and I had people argue in the comment section of the video that it's not possible for a man to trap a woman with pregnancy. Sweethearts, it's possible. Men do it. Wasn't it a couple of days back or sometime last month? Sometime last month, I had a video clip where the woman was talking about how the man she had in her life then purposely got her pregnant. How did that happen? He took away her pill, her contraceptives. He exchanged it with something else that looked like it. So she was taking it, but she didn't know it wasn't the pill. When she fell pregnant, she was shocked. She went to the hospital. Don't even do pull out. Don't do pull out. Like, don't even give that room for pull out, honestly. If you're not willing, if you if you're not ready to carry a baby, to have a child, stay away from men. Stay away from men. You can't be too sure about pull out. You can't be too sure about um condom and all that. Just stay away. So back to what I was saying. So she said when she went to the doctor and they told her she was pregnant, I think that was how she found out. She was shocked. She was like, how can she be pregnant when she constantly took the pills? She went home and the guy jokingly said to her, yeah, you were taking the pills, but those were not the pills. I took those pills away and I put a different thing there for you. You see? You see? Men understand that pregnancy slows women down. So many men are vengeful. If you hurt them once, they'll come for you. They want to pull you down. They want to tear you down. They want a pound of flesh. They want a pound of flesh. Imagine someone planning for you to get pregnant without your knowledge. I've seen men talk about how they would rather have baby mamas than get married. They like it when women are pregnant, so they go for that. When women are pregnant for them, they go for that because when they have a woman pregnant, that gives them access to that woman for life. That woman is theirs. They have their mark on her. So if they have 5 women pregnant, it means they have 5 access. They have 5 doors open to a woman's body. 5 bodies ready for them. If woman A does not accept to go to the next one, so they would never be starved of access to a woman's body. They know what they are doing. So don't fall victim. They know what they are doing. You're very intentional. You're very intentional. So you have to be smart. Let's say someone tells you they like you, they fancy you, they want to be with you, they want you, and you also find the person attractive. Are you just going to sleep with the person because you've known the person for long and you also find the person attractive? You truly don't know the person's true intention. Maybe they like you just to want to sleep with you and that's it. They're not going to communicate that to you. It only takes a matured person to say that, to say their true intention. Someone that is a good person and is matured to tell you, if you're gained, let's do it. But if the person is not, if it's not about game, they wouldn't tell you. No matter how attracted you are to that person, don't let your feelings lead you to making the wrong decision. You think with your head, not with how you feel, not with vibes, not with vibes. Don't be brash in making decisions. No, don't do that. I know you might feel like, oh, I can't take my hands off this person at this given point in time. Let's get down. Do not do that. You need to leave that space. Take days out to think. Ask yourself, what do you want? This is what this person has said. What do you yourself want? If the person doesn't want what you want, if you tell them this is what you can give, they should bounce. They should bounce. Don't let people use you. A lot of men are users. They are users. I think I already mentioned this. Someone recently said that that was a very funny statement. Person said that are men not living for women? Like all you have to do is go out there. I mean, all you have to do is go out there, you work hard. All the money you're working hard for is to spend on the women you have in your life, be it your mom, your sister, your wife. And I'm like, is that how they see it? Is that how it's supposed to be? Don't you see yourself as a human? Why should you make your life all about the next gender? Why? So if you're getting into a relationship, always have it at the back of your mind that the person you're in a relationship with can cheat on you. Yeah. That person might turn out to be a cheat in the future. And when they cheat on you, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. If someone cheats on you, it's not your fault. It's never your fault. The problem is with them. Let's have a look at these videos. You should learn to have self-control. It will help you a lot. Self-control will help you a lot. So I'm just going to play all these videos before talking about it.
We've had enough stories of women dealing with bottom tier men. Let's hear princess treatment stories only. Please let this be the timeline cleanser we all need. I've spent almost every weekend at his house and I've never driven myself there. He always picks me up because he knows I hate driving. I've never cooked while I'm there. He got new sheets because I mentioned offhandedly that my sheets at home were better, etc. Let me tell you something, lady, whatever that Jasmine, okay? Hallelujah. I love this for you. That rhymed and I didn't mean to, but I keep doing it because I'm just so inspired by love. My babe pays a subscription for me to get massages every month. Let me tell you something. Clearly, we need to raise the bar because they do exist. We went on vacation for his birthday and he hid gifts for me around the suite to find. On his birthday, I found a new bag on the balcony and Dior shades in the bathroom. Does he have a brother? Or uncle? Is his daddy single? Okay. My boyfriend refuses to let me open anything. Doors, cabs, drinks with twist tops. Any container he hands me is already open. When I hand it back, he closes it and puts it away. He doesn't let me lift my fingers. Meanwhile, I'm lifting myself in prayer because I'm not praying hard enough. What y'all saying to God? My boyfriend is an artist and he draws me like all the time. Like if I go out in a cute outfit, I'll come home to a new picture of me. Not you being drawn like one of his French girls. I love this for y'all. I need this in my life. My push gift was a house. And I know that's right. Because where we putting these rugrats? You know what I'm saying? I love that for you. I never touch a door around my man. He never goes to bed without telling me he loves me. If I tweet something I want, I get it in the mail within 3 business days. He remembers my favorite snacks and drinks and gets them without me asking. And he actively plans dates. Because if I get another, what you doing? What you doing? Let me know what you want to do. Oh, listen, they exist. Literally wipes my tears and never causes them. Every present he gives me is so thoughtful and specific to me, constantly makes time for me, helps me with my homework and reminds me to take my vitamins and other self-care, reads me to sleep, constantly fixing my hair and clothes. This exists? Like, okay. Anytime we are out shopping or dining, they ask what we're celebrating and he tells them her. Dear Lord Jesus, it is me again, okay? And anybody else who is watching this. I don't know where these bottom tier men been coming from, but Lord, I rebuke them in the name of Jesus. And I pray that you just send these loving, sweet men right on over to us. Amen. Love this for y'all. Want this for me. We've had enough stories of like this one.
If he is coming to you with his money problems, he does not like it.
Oh, the girlies are not gonna like this one.
If he is coming to you with his money problems, he does not like you.
I know. I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
Sit down, let me explain. I know this sounds harsh and do not argue with me yet. But men do not process financial stress the same way women process emotional stress. For men, money equals identity, competence, masculinity, status, safety, and worth, all wrapped in one. So when a man is struggling financially, it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm going through something. To him, it feels like I'm failing as a man. And that distinction is crucial. I'm going to break it down into 3 parts. The reason why men usually do not tell women that they like about their money problems. Number 1, men compartmentalize. Men are wired to separate roles. Family equals unconditional support. Male friends equals venting, problem solving. Romantic partner equals women he wants to impress, protect, and provide for. When a man likes you, you're not his therapist, you're not his financial advisor, you're not his emotional dumping ground. When he likes you, you're the place he wants to feel successful with, not exposed. Number 2, men fear losing polarity. Men intuitively understand if she sees me struggling financially, she may stop seeing me as capable. Whether women consciously admit this or not, men feel it in their nervous system. It's the same principle when you are a desperate woman for love, for attention, for validation. You might not admit that out loud, but man can smell that energy. So boom, since he intuitively understands if she sees me struggling financially, she's gonna stop seeing me as capable. All right, boom. Once he processes that, that to him translates as when you stop seeing him as capable, okay, in your eyes, you're gonna start losing respect. In his eyes, you're gonna start losing respect for him. So if you start losing respect for him, that equals he is not gonna feel loved, because men feel love is by you respecting them. So you see how deep this goes? So instead of oversharing, they pull back, they go quiet, they get distracted, they become less affectionate, they seem emotionally absent, not because they don't care, but because they're trying to regain control. Men, or a lot of them, are all about control and power. Number
What she's saying might not really apply to all men, but let's keep listening.
3, provision is tied to self-respect. A man who likes you wants to feel stable, grounded, generous, and in control. If he cannot offer that in that moment, he does not want to be seen in that state. If you ever pay attention, this is why when you date men that their life is unstable, that's how the dating goes, that's how the relationship goes. This is why you go for men that, I wouldn't say rich men, but men that are stable in their life. And they have accomplished things that they desire as a man because their identity is tied to it. And he gonna take you through that if you stick around accepting him when he's at the bottom of the barrel, because in his brain he's like, he will make you pay for it, because in his brain he's like, why are you with me? You don't have enough self-love, or you don't have no type of standards for yourself that you're with me, and I'm like over here, and he already feels unworthy, insecure, so boom, and he hates himself, so he will project that onto you and take you.
That's true. If you're with a man that does not like his situation, let's say the man is broke and he doesn't like the fact that he's broke, that man might end up not liking the fact that you're with him. He might end up hating you because he cannot understand why you like him in that state, in a state that is not good for him. He thinks it's not good for him. He doesn't like it, but you like him in that state. I guess this explains why when some men make it, they don't want to be with women that struggled with them, because having such women around reminds them of those days that they didn't have anything.
You through there every time. You do not date broke and dusty men. You will pay for it every single time. A healthy masculine man, like I said, if he cannot offer that in the moment, he does not want to be seen in that state. So he will borrow money quietly, lean on family or friends, or handle it internally. But
A man that is matured and is broke wouldn't want to be in a relationship. I've had friends in the past say, "Oh, I don't want to be in a relationship because right now I'm trying to figure out my life. I don't want to make any woman be pass through what I'm passing through. So I need to get my money right before I can even think about dating." Yeah, those are men that know what they're doing. They know right now they're trying to fix their lives, so they don't feel comfortable having been in a relationship with any woman. But men that want to use women are the ones that get into relationship when they know they are broke, they are struggling, they're looking for a way out. They know they're in survival mode. They are supposed to use that time to fix themselves, find a way out, but no, they want to use women. It's either they use you as a ladder, or they have you around as a companion, so you would soften their situation while they hustle. If you're broke, you have no business being in a relationship. Go fix your life.
he'll rarely say I'm broken, overwhelmed to a woman he deeply desires. I promise you, this is I've seen it. I've experienced it myself. He would not tell you that. And that will be a challenge. That's another form of a challenge for him to rise. It will activate him to hustle harder, to grind harder, to get that money. I need that money. I need that chicken for my baby, for us. I want this girl. She ain't going nowhere. I'm going to figure it out. That's the attitude he need to have. And this is where women get it twisted. Women often think if he really trusted me, he'd open up. That is female logic, not male psychology.
She's right. She's right. Because women would easily think that way. Why didn't he open up to me? Is he not supposed to do that? It's a shameful thing for some men. They don't want you to know they're struggling. They don't want you to see them in just in a struggling state. They want to be the ones in charge, the ones providing, the ones pulling the string. So they don't want you to perceive them as failures or as weaklings.
For women, vulnerability builds intimacy. For men, competence builds intimacy. So when he doesn't tell you, it's often not distance, it's self-preservation. But here's the important distinction. There's a difference between a man who's temporarily handling business versus a man who's chronically unstable and using space as avoidance.
True.
The healthy version, he pulls back briefly. He does not emotionally dump on you. He comes back more grounded and his actions stabilize again. The unhealthy version, long-term emotional withdrawal, no reassurance, no leadership, no plan. And you're left confused and anxious. The second one is not masculine processing, it's avoidant behavior. And it's funny because the avoidant behavior is him avoiding himself, not you. He has to conquer himself and he's avoiding that. You just happen to be there in the picture while he's dealing with that. And you have to ask yourself, okay, why am I attracting this type of caliber of man? Okay, this is when we pull back and look at, okay, why are we attracting this? Excuse me, whatever energy I have that is attracting this, let's kill it, please. A woman in her feminine does not chase clarity. When a man pulls back, she observes. Does his behavior stabilize over time? Does he return with structured leadership? Or does he stay inconsistent? You do not need his confessions, you need his consistency. The bottom line is this: men do not share their money problems with women they like and desire because they don't want to feel small in front of the woman that they like and desire. That does not make them evil, it makes them male. But remember, your power lies in that you still get to decide. Does this dynamic feel safe for my nervous system? And that is the part women are finally waking up to. This is feminine discernment, and I teach it deeply inside the feminine reset and in the provider magnet. I hope this video.
Okay. Yeah, the nervous system is very important, and we women we have to watch our nervous system. If you have a man that newly came into your life, just be very observant. Observe and watch how your nervous system is reacting towards him, is responding towards him. Yeah. Hold on. I have another video to play. And what she said here does not apply in marriage. If you're married to a man, the both of you need to have plans. You need to understand your finances. You need to know when money is coming in, money is not coming in. You need to know what someone the other person's um financial strength and weakness is all about. So you need transparency. So what she's talking about is not about what she explained is not about marriage, because you cannot be married to someone and you're hiding your financial your financial shortcomings from the person. No, it doesn't make sense. What she explained is the whole boyfriend girlfriend stuff, or you having a crush and someone wants to ask you out, but they don't want to pursue it because they feel like they are not stable yet. They're not in a better place. They want to fix their lives before approaching you, and that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Don't let anyone use you for free therapy. Don't let anyone come trauma dump on you. If they have to do so, they should pay for it. Time is money.
someone from cheating on you, you will be free. I want.
Hold on.
Once you accept the fact that there's nothing that you can do to prevent someone from cheating on you, you will be free. I want more women this year to stop being shocked when they find out that someone cheated on them or when someone cheated on a woman that they look up to. Okay? Because it doesn't matter who you are as a woman. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how smart you are, how successful you are, how good of a wife, how good of a girlfriend you are. Your ass can still get cheated on. And there's nothing that you can do to prevent it from happening. Before you get into a relationship as a woman, you must realize that the probability of you getting cheated on is extremely high. It doesn't matter how religious this person is. It doesn't matter how kind this person is. It doesn't matter how loving this person is. Their ass can still cheat on you. And this whole belief system that not all men cheat is such a dangerous belief to have, especially as a woman. Once you accept the fact that a person cheating on you has nothing to do with you 99% of the time, and it's just them exercising a desire and a weakness that they have, you will not take it personal. Someone cheating on you, especially a man, should not make you feel less than. It should not affect your self-esteem. It should not make you feel like you have to question your worth. A man cheating on you has nothing to do with you. Once you understand why they cheat, you will never be surprised when they cheat and why they cheat, and you will know how to move accordingly. I want ladies to start being more strategic when they are dating, especially men. You have to, because they're being strategic when they're dating your ass, but you're out here in la la land with all these false beliefs, and that's why you be getting got. And you be acting surprised and shocked when your ass gets cheated on. And it's like, come on now. We've seen enough stories. It's time to start paying attention to the patterns and start accepting reality. Okay? I want better for us women going in 2026. Once you
So y'all asked me, how did I deal with the emotional, unavailable man for 8 years? And this is how it went, I guess. I didn't realize how much that marriage was breaking me until I finally walked away. Until I finally got the courage to separate. One of the biggest things were my feelings were never received. I would literally pour out my heart, and instead. So y'all asked me, how did I deal with the emotional, unavailable man for 8 years? And this is how it went, I guess. I didn't realize how much that marriage was breaking me until I finally walked away. Until I finally got the courage to separate. One of the biggest things were my feelings were never received. I would literally pour out my heart, and instead of being met with understanding, instead of sympathy, instead of empathy, instead of comfort, I was looked at like I was crazy, like I was dramatic, like I was delusional or doing too much. And after a while, I stopped expressing myself, not because the marriage got better, but because I realized I wasn't safe being vulnerable. I wasn't safe sharing my feelings. I wasn't safe pouring out my broken heart to the very person who broke it. Someone who is emotionally unavailable does not care when you express your pain. You gotta understand that. They do not care. They do not process it as a connection. They process it as a attack. Every single time I told my husband how what he said or what he did hurt me, instead of apologizing, instead of trying to understand me, he will get defensive. He will feel offended. He will act like I was attacking him just for telling him how his behavior affected me. Anytime he hurt me, there was no genuine apology, no accountability. It was, why you always going through my phone? I wouldn't have did that if you would have shown me some more love, if you had shown me some more attention. Somehow, some way, his betrayal always became my responsibility. And I used to sit there, y'all, questioning myself. Like, am I tripping? Am I the problem? Should I not be expecting more? Should I not have gone through his phone? Even though it was going off in the middle of the night, I started to literally question my own reality. And through all the pain he caused me, he never addressed it. He avoided it. He will give me the silent treatment. He would emotionally abandon me while still living in the same house. He became so distant that it felt like I was living with a roommate, all just to escape accountability. And y'all, that silent treatment that they give you is not needing space like they call it. It is emotional punishment. It's punishing you because how dare you speak up? How dare you talk about their action? How dare you ask for accountability? And looking back, the crazy part is I carried the emotional weight for both of us. I initiated the conversations because I was exhausted from the silence. I am a communicator. I'm big on communicating. So I was always trying to fix something that I never broke. I was explaining myself over and over and over and over again, hoping one day he will finally understand. But he never did. He stayed defensive. He stayed angry. He stayed pointing fingers back at me. You cannot love someone into emotional maturity. After so long, I learned how to choose my words carefully, how to stay silent, how to be still, how to suppress my needs so I wouldn't start an argument, so he wouldn't feel attacked. And that's when I knew I had to get up out of there, because this man was trying to silence me. This man was slowly breaking me mentally. So if you're watching this and you feel seen, I need you to hear me. You're not broken. You're not needy. You're not dramatic. You're not overreacting. You're not doing too much. You are emotionally aware and you've been loving someone who isn't. And choosing yourself doesn't make you selfish. It means that you are healing. You cannot heal in the same place with the same person who is continually breaking and manipulating you. And please understand me, they are not going to leave you, because why would they? You've been allowing them to do whatever they want for however long. So you have to get the courage to leave, because if you don't, you will stay with someone who silently kills you and show no remorse at all. You got to get the courage to leave. I know it's hard. It's not easy. I had to pray. I had to fast. I had to surrender everything to God. He had to break the strongholds. He had to break the attachments. He had to break the soul ties, because God has a life that's better, a life with peace, a life with joy, a life with happiness. And I'm living it, because I walked away from someone that was killing me slowly, that did not care at all how his behavior affected me. So you got to get going, because being with an emotional, unavailable man, it ain't good, y'all. You cannot stay with him, no matter how much you love him, no matter how much potential you see in him. Baby, he don't even see that potential for himself. So he ain't gonna change. He ain't gonna get better, because he don't want to do the inner work. He want everything to be easy. He wants you to accept who he is. Instead of him changing, he want to change you. If I am everything that he say I am, why is he still here? Why he still settling for somebody that ain't on his level, that he feel ain't worthy enough, that's not valuable enough? Why he still here? Baby, because he's trying to drain you. You everything and more. Actually too much for him. So that's why he's going to feed you with all of these lies. Get your self-esteem so low, your confidence so low, until you feel like you have no other option but him, that he's the only one that wants you. Trust and believe. I didn't heard it all before. So that is how I dealt with being with an emotional, unavailable man for 8 years. So y'all asked me how.
The question should be, how do you escape being with such a man? If you know any man that lacks emotional intelligence, a man that lacks critical reasoning, you need to run away from such people, because such men end up becoming emotionally unavailable. When they hurt you and you try to talk to them about it, they will turn everything around and make you the problem. Yeah. They will become very defensive. They will seize that opportunity to tell you what you've done to them. Are you not supposed to listen to someone that called you to have a conversation with you because of what you did? Is the conversation not supposed to go this way? Oh, you did this to me, you did this to me, I don't like it. Is the man's response not supposed to be, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think you were going to take it this way. I wasn't seeing it that way. It wasn't intentional. Oh, it was intentional because you did this. That's why. The conversation never goes that way. The moment you tell them what they've done to you, they'll become so defensive. They'll start picking up things they think you did in the past. They will drain you. They will turn the conversation around and make it about them. And you might end up apologizing to them. You forget why the conversation started in the first place. I made a video a couple of days back and I was talking about how dangerous men that lack emotional intelligence and critical reasoning are. If you have a man that doesn't know how to handle conflict, a man that lacks conflict management, it's a big problem. Conflicts are bound to happen in relationships. Now something is wrong with you and you feel triggered and you're transferring aggression. I'm not saying it's okay for you to humans do that sometimes. So if that is happening to you, do you want a partner that is going to add to it or a partner that is going to curb the situation? So you need skills to get into relationships. So men, the moment you start, the moment you're down emotionally, or maybe because you didn't see things the way you're supposed to see it, and you're seeing things wrong, for him to realize, okay, this is what's going on. No, they're going to add to the problem because they lack the skill of um, conflict management. If a man lacks critical reasoning, he will never understand. He will always make everything about him. If you complain about how he makes you feel, he will not understand your pain because he cannot think, he cannot reason. Critical reasoning and emotional intelligence, they go hand in hand. They will not understand. It's all about them, their ego. Some men, not some men, when you hear of silence, silent treatment, it's punishment. It's not them asking for space. They are angry. They are using their absence to punish you. It's deliberate. It's punishment. No men believe in punishment. So you have to look out for so many things before choosing a life partner. You have a man that doesn't know how to hold a conversation. All he's talking about is your body, how sexy you look. Is that all you guys will be doing in the relationship? He can't hold conversation. Ah. Choosing a life partner should be taken seriously. You see the way you take your education seriously, you go to school. That's the same way you have to take it seriously. For my, you can get into a relationship thinking you're going to control the situation. You can handle him. You can never be too sure. You might lose your life in the process. If the person becomes violent, if the person is too toxic, you might end up having mental health issues, losing your mind. I know no one knows tomorrow. People change. But what you can control, try as much as possible to make a better decision. skills are required to have a good relationship. It's not automatic. No, you need some certain skills. Communication skills, very important. The way the person reasons is very important. Very, very important. I just feel sad for her because you don't want to be in a relationship where you feel like you're alone. When you complain, they turn around and make you look like you're the bad person. You're doing too much, you're asking for too much, you're nagging, you're too demanding, you're seeking for too much attention when you're just asking for the bare minimum. You're asking to be heard because they've been hurting you. So many people are struggling in relationships. So many women are dying in their relationships. We have to learn to make better decisions. Always have it at the back of your mind that you never can be too sure because people change. A man can wake up and flip. Same goes with women. So you can never be too sure. But what you can control, try and make a good decision on that. You can control choosing the person. So try and make a decision when you're choosing that person. You understand? So yeah. Do not make decisions based on how you feel. When it comes to emotions, based on vibes. Because you find him so attractive, he's irresistible, you want to go down with him. Okay, when you go down with him, what happens afterwards? A woman's body is very important to men. Very important. Very important because it's all about sex for them. Imagine you getting down with someone that is nasty. You just compounded the situation for you because after getting down with him, you start feeling bad and then he will not ghost you. So you have to respect yourself and be sure of what you're getting into first. You're not doing it because you're trying to play hard to get. No, you're doing it because you're protecting yourself and you have boundaries that you want to uphold. You're doing it because of self love. You're getting down with someone because you find him attractive. What happens afterwards? He ghosts you, he blocks you. You're not going to like yourself. You will hate yourself. You keep wondering what happened. Are you not good enough? When the problem is not with you, but you gave room for that. You gave room for that. So if a man is broke and he wants to be in a relationship with you, nope. He should go fix his life. He should go fix his life. It's either he wants to use you as a cushion, emotional cushion for that period, or he's coming to you for your money, for the little money you have. It might not even be money for the little food he can get from you. If he doesn't have accommodation, he might be coming to you to use you for accommodation or for emotional support. I'm not saying that you should be out there looking for men that have money to date alone. No, don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. That is far from what I'm saying. But men that are broke, like they don't have anything going for them, anything. I'm not like if they have something working for them, yeah, they don't necessarily have to be so rich. No. But if the man is broke, he has nothing, he has no business being in a relationship. That's the truth. He has no business being in a relationship. If you fall pregnant now, does he have the money to raise the child? Does he? Women, we have to learn how to be as calculative as men are, because men think through things. They think ahead. They strategize. They don't just see a woman and walk up to her. Some do that, but a lot of them don't do that. They think, they calculate before they move, and you need to do the same. Don't move based on vibes, how you feel, how he makes you feel, and all that. Of course, you're going to feel good because you have the opposite sex that you find attractive coming close to you, and you've got hormones. So you're going to feel good. It's not your making, it's your body reacting how it's supposed to react. So you need to have your brains working. You need to think straight so they don't use you. Dealing with men can be very difficult. Very difficult. They have good men out there. They have good men out there. Not as much as the bad ones. Just some men you would meet, they will treat you like princess. They don't want to do anything. They will treat you like egg because they believe that's how women are supposed to be treated. Some men can also do that but still cheat on you. When it comes to cheating, I don't know if you can ever get that right, honestly. Even pastors cheat on their wives. You can never get that right. You might be lucky he's a faithful person. How do you tell if someone's going to be faithful? How do you tell? I don't know how to tell that. They don't write it on the face. I don't know how to tell that. So because you can't tell, there's no way for you to say to tell that. Just have your boundaries. Should this happen, am I going to stay or am I going to leave? It's not easy dealing with men. Not easy at all dealing with men. And it's worse in Africa. Like the way they reason, the way some men reason, the way they see women, it's crazy. I've always said divorce is something that should always be on the table. If that man objects to it, then there's a problem somewhere. You cannot expect someone to remain in a relationship with you where you're not treating the person right. And if you know you're a good person, I don't think someone discussing divorce, should the relationship not go the way you expect it to go, should be a problem. If a man is taking you discussing divorce as a big problem, then the man has a problem. Yeah. I'm not saying that you should get into a relationship thinking about divorce from the get go, but that's the reality of life. Divorce is bound to happen. Some people don't end up doing their own part after making all the promises on this earth. So divorce should always be on the table. If you don't uphold whatever you said, if you don't come true, if you don't hold on to the end of your own bargain, I will leave. And no one should have bad blood towards with that, honestly. So if you don't want that person to leave, if you love the person so much, you don't want the person to leave, then you do what is required of you, what you're supposed to do. It's not hard. It's not hard. You see some men cheat, but they do everything possible to make sure their wives don't find out because they know the kind of person they're married to. They don't want to lose her. They know that the moment she finds out, the relationship is over. They don't want her to find out. For me, I think relationship will function better if you don't have so much emotions attached to it. If you treat it more like a business transaction. When I say business transaction, like it's not going to be like business transaction all up in your faces. No, you know how you have a business deal with someone, you have to do your part, and your partner does their part for the business to move smoothly. Yeah, if you have that mindset, I don't think, if everyone in relationship has such mindset, I don't think people will be misbehaving that much. But no, people are focusing more on emotions, how it makes me feel. Or because I said I love you, then you should forget my bad behavior. No, love does not cover up all that. Love should be seen as a bonus, not the foundation of the relationship. People should focus more on people doing what they said they will do, what they promised to do. If you're not regarding me as a human being, I'm leaving the relationship. If you're not treating me well, if you're disrespecting me, if you're cheating, if you're not doing chores, if you're not assisting, if you're not working hard, if you've become lazy, I'm out. Isn't how it's supposed to be? Shouldn't it be that way? You cannot be expecting someone to do for better for worse when you have a smelling behavior, a smelling character. No, you can't be doing for better for worse. I've heard men, especially the provider men, complain that why is it that when the provider men become broke, women are leaving the relationship, they don't want to be there anymore. A lot of provider men have bad behavior. They are nasty. Not all provider men, but a lot of them. They don't even like the fact that they are being provider men. They are doing it because they feel obligated to do that. They are answering to the society. They want to please the society. You know you're not happy doing that, but you want to do it because that makes you a man, a different kind of man, and you like the feeling that comes with it. Then you're just focused on providing. You don't care about the emotional well-being of your family, your children, your wife. You don't care how she feels spiritually, physically. You don't care. Like, it's just all about the money. And then when you get broke and she's no longer there, you're complaining. The reason why a lot of them stay back is because of the money. They see it as compensation. Yeah. But the moment you get broke, what then are they staying back for? Because in reality, they are doing more than you're doing. They're providing more than you're providing. It takes a lot for you to stay home and cater for children, run a home. A lot of brain work is required. So imagine a woman dealing with such load, workload, with no tangible assistance, just money. And then you expect her to stay when you don't have the money anymore, when she's not getting the money that comforts her. Oh my gosh, she's going to be out of the door before you realize what's going on. A lot of men would prefer being a provider person, a provider husband, because it's easier to do. It's way easier compared to working hard towards a relationship. Relationship is hard work. We say that all the time, but it is truly hard work. You have to learn to be considerate. You have to learn to be very intentional. But a lot of men don't want to do that. That's why they hold on to money. Money makes it easier for them. So much easier for them. Okay, let me make reference to the video I played where the woman was talking about using washing machine, or the man left a comment saying that he doesn't want the wife to use washing machine to wash his clothes. He would rather her use her hands because she's supposed to labor for him as his wife. Because in his head, Going out there to provide is also him laboring for his family. If a man enjoys seeing you sad, he's the saddest. If he enjoys seeing you suffer, he's a wicked person. He's a sadist. He does not like you. He does not like you. There are so many men like that. There's some people that believe that you need to suffer to make it in life. So when you're not suffering and you're being successful, they don't value your success. They want you to suffer. I think some people are naturally that way. Then a lot of men are that way towards women. I wouldn't advise anyone to get into patriarchy marriage in this day and age because that's what you get when you get into patriarchy marriage. Go for partnership and also have it at the back of your mind that some men are pretenders. They might be deep rooted into patriarchy reasoning and thinking, but they will deceive you that they buy what you're selling when it comes to the whole partnership arrangement and talk. They just want to deceive you. And then you get to see their true color the moment you get into the relationship with them. Divorce is always on the table. Should he flip to a beast, pack your bags and leave. But always go for partnership. Go for someone that equally wants to do life with you. Someone that equally wants to be in a relationship with you, wants to do life with you, not all about sex. No. Let the foundation of your relationship not be about sex. No. It should be about life matters. What's going on? How are you going to navigate this world together? How are you going to make life easier for each other? It should be about the both of you against the world, not him seeing you as a competitor, seeing you as a competition. No. If the man is only interested in you because of how you look, your body, in the next few years, he's going to get tired because your body will not always remain firm forever. The moment he thinks your beauty is wearing out, he will lose interest. He'll be hopping on to the next beautiful woman, the next woman he finds attractive and beautiful. Don't build relationship based on attraction and physical looks alone. Nah, shouldn't be the foundation of your relationship. There are more important things in life than sex, honestly. But of course, with men, sex is very important to them. Yeah. So your life is yours. Take charge. Be in control. Don't let anyone control you. Don't let anyone come into your life and use you. Be the one making decision for your life, how you want your life to be, especially with relationships with men. Don't feel like because he came to you means he's doing you a favor. Oh, why did he come to me? I must be very special. I don't want to hurt me. I don't want to hurt him. If I ask questions like this, now he might feel some certain type of way and not want to move on with this. Go ahead and ask questions. Seek for understanding. You need to understand what's going on, what he's asking for. And if what he's asking for does not align with what you want, you end it. Don't even start it. Don't. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice day.